Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Lunch Table Podcast. For this episode, we will be reviewing Twisted Metal, now out on Peacock. I think this is going to be one of their newest flagship shows, so Akram, take the wheel for us. What were your thoughts on this show?
Yeah, the show was a blast. It was really fun, and you know, it's kind of hard to fumble the bag with a Twisted Metal adaptation, but I think they handled certain things with the story really well. I mean, Twisted Metal isn't really well known for its story. Rather, it's known for its gameplay. And I think they did a great job incorporating both. There were some things where I wish they used more of in this show so far. But for the most part, I think it's a solid show. I think that you guys are going to have a lot of fun watching it. And I love Anthony Mackie as a lead. And Sweet Tooth was really... So yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I can agree with all those points. It was very campy, but there's a fun energy to it, and yeah, it's like you can't really take it too seriously because it's based on a game. But I think Anthony Mackie was really great in this show, and there's something about him. I think they knew who they were casting because Falcon has like a few like comedic moments in the MCU too, so I feel like here it was like appropriate. Like there's just something about like the comedic timing of the show. It's like the jokes hit. It doesn't feel like forced or corny or cringy or anything.
Right.
And I love that this takes place like in the early like 2000s. It's funny because like the first episode actually showed the Twisted Metal like PlayStation game. It was so funny. And they make a lot of like great like early 2000s references. It was so weird like seeing Radio Shack and like all these like cell phones, like they even mentioned like razors and stuff. Yeah, so it's really funny, and honestly, if the world ended in 2002, I wouldn't be mad either. Yeah, it's like a mix of like Death Race, Mad Max, but it's got its like own style. It's kind of like campy, like I said, and funny at the same time. We have a lot of great actors in this season. We have Will Arnett. Actually, Sweet Tooth is played by Samoa Joe and Will Arnett. I thought that kind of like Darth Vader like charisma actually worked for this character. And he's so obnoxious. He's basically like the Joker in this series. But he's so funny. Like sometimes you don't know if he's gonna kill you or he's gonna like make a balloon animal for you or something, or like cook you dinner or something. Right. But yeah, what did you think of like some of the characters in the show?
Yeah, I thought they were pretty great, to be honest. Again, Sweet Tooth is like the poster boy for Twisted Metal. I thought they handled him really great here. I remember in the preview that we seen, I forgot where it was. But it was one of our reactions. Awards. Yeah. No, Summer Game Fest, right? Wasn't it Summer Game Fest?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like pretty... I don't know, we both were saying it's pretty ass or cringe, but seeing it fully realized, I really came to admire the show a lot. It's funny because I think this is another great adaptation. We had The Last of Us, that it was a wonderful game adaptation, and now we have this. So I think they handled the characters. Again, you know, the lore of the characters pretty bare bones. I mean, all you have is those little codexes, and you really had to put the pieces together. So to actually see these people realized, and then there's some original characters they added where like they were okay, like Mary and stuff like that. They were all right. But for the most part, I think it's a fun show that can breed spinoffs a little bit later on. It does seem like it's going to get a little bit more, a lot more chaotic in season 2 with like a big race. It kind of ended on a note where for some reason it reminded me of Alita Battle Angel, where it's like, oh, now we're about to get to this thing and then do it. There you go. So I can't wait for season 2. I think you guys are, I think it's an easy show to follow along to. It was 11 episodes, but I got through it pretty quickly. They're only like half-hour episodes. This is what I kind of wanted for Secret Invasion, like more. If you're gonna make the runtime short, make a good amount of episodes that you can follow through it. And each one I fell in love with, and I was really invested from the beginning. I think the characters were great. I think how this world is like structured and set up was really cool. So like, you know, Anthony Mackie plays John. He's like a milkman. He does like all these like crazy deliveries for all these different cities and stuff. And some of them like they give him, actually it felt like a video game actually. Like sometimes they give him like upgrades or sometimes they'll give him like supplies. So I thought that was really cool. We also have Stephanie Beatriz as Quiet. She was kind of annoying to me in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, but then she kind of grew on me. So she's kind of like, you know, John's like love interest. And he even goes like back for her, and she's kind of like silent for most of the beginning, but then like she starts talking more.
And I think their chemistry together was really funny and really great. Like sometimes they'll like trap or trick each other, and then other times they're rescuing each other. We also had Thomas Haden Church as I almost said Peacemaker. Agent Stone. He was pretty great as a villain too. I don't remember last thing. Maybe it was Spider-Man that I saw him in.
No, he was in a good amount of movies before.
Probably, yeah.
He worked at some Denny's. So he's in a lot of like independent type stuff. Yeah, he's a great actor.
Right. Yeah, he's awesome. I kept laughing because there was a moment where Quiet was trying to get like revenge on him for killing her brother, and I kept thinking like, what if she took him in? It's like, it's time to pay, Marco. Right. No, but he was great. It boasts a lot of, crazy, chaotic characters. Like even Stu and Mike, they're kind of like this like almost like C-3PO and R2-D2 kind of like bromance, comedic relief type of characters. So it has a fun amount of characters that you can like see yourself in. Like if you were in this world, like would you be like more of like this character or this character? They have like different factions. I thought the cars were kind of cool too. I love John's car. It was like a Subaru. It has like all these machine guns and stuff. I kind of wish there was a little bit more of the car battles. I mean, there was a good amount, but like at the end, it was kind of, I don't know. I think I wanted more explosions or something. But the camera angles were cool too, like how they shot like certain points of view for some of the cars. So yeah, I said my piece. Do you have any other?
Shout out to Richard Cabral. Sorry. We were on some like binge recording so many things that we're extremely tired. I genuinely think it's a great show. It doesn't take itself too seriously while also not being completely stupid. Like it's easy to follow through, and I think it's worthy of being a great video game adaptation series, thankfully. So yeah, I definitely check this out. If I were to rate it, I'd probably give it actually a 9 out of 10.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, I would give it a 9 out of 10 too. I had a lot of fun with this. I'm not gonna lie. There was a lot of moments where like I was laughing and there were like emotional moments too. Yeah. Like when Quiet's brother died. Now he's burning down with Tisea. And Maria and Taylor.
And there's a running joke. He keeps bringing up people burning in hell. So it was Talos, it was Maria Hill, it was Tisea for The Witcher, and now it's her brother.
And now Richard Cabral. Like
shit. Shout out to Richard Cabral.
Richard, I love you. I hope they get you out of there.
Right.
But yeah, 9 out of 10 for me. Awesome show. I can't wait to see what season 2 brings. But yeah, that is our review for Twisted Metal. Now out on Peacock, check it out. Let us know what you thought of this show. And yeah, we have plenty of reviews out already. We just did one for The Witcher, one for Secret Invasion just wrapped up. So yeah, let us know what you guys thought of it. I know I keep repeating I'm so tired. I feel like I'm in my own personal hell right now. But until then, guys, thanks for having lunch with us.
Thank you. See you guys.